The Campbell County Commission held a brief regular meeting last night as the holiday season approaches, conducting routine business and hearing a presentation from the Ackerman Public Relations firm on a plan for future economic development that would be largely tourism-based. The commissioners then tossed aside the future to take a step into the past, unanimously approving a resolution that supports the continued mining of coal within Tennessee as a driver of economic development. The resolution was a slap at the Obama administration, accusing Washington of waging a war on coal through the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. Although the resolution is unlikely to have any impact on federal laws or the declining demand for high sulfur coal, all 12 commissioners present voted in favor. Another resolution was met with less enthusiasm, as Mayor Bayard presented a resolution in support of state legislation that would require motels, hotels, and other short-term lodging facilities to keep a log of all adult guests who register for a room, including name, address, date of birth, and vehicle license plate numbers. The resolution would support proposed state legislation intended to aid law enforcement officials in locating fugitives seeking refuge in motels. However, it also requires guests to provide valid state or federally issued picture identification. That provision, as written, is almost certain to be met with strong opposition and probable legal challenges from the tourism industry, as it would appear to prevent elderly Tennesseans with non-photo driver's license, along with tourists from Canada and other foreign countries, from renting motel and hotel rooms in Tennessee. 5 commissioners voted against the resolution without offering any explanation for their opposition, and Mayor Bayard, seeming surprised, declared that it failed to gain the necessary 8 votes since 3 commissioners were absent. The commission also reappointed 2 members of the 911 board, Volunteer Fire Department Representative James Hatmaker and Campbell County EMS Director Danny Shekels. Sarah Lloyd of La Follette Medical Center was not reappointed. However, when Rusty Orrick moved to nominate Jacksboro Police Chief Danny Chapman, pointing out that he felt local police departments needed to be represented on the board, J.L. Davis, Steve Rutherford, and Beverly Hall opposed Orrick's motion, but it passed 9-3. The commission approved a list of budget amendments without opposition, but heard information that promises to be bad news when next year's budget discussion began. Finance Director Jeff Marlowe directed the Commission's attention to the assessment summary from the Property Assessor's Office. Since September, the total assessed value of Campbell County property has declined by over $8 million, which means that property tax revenues will likely decline next year. Marlowe pointed out that the loss is due to the Board of Equalization lowering the values for the high-priced residential lots in the bankrupt Rarity Mountain development, along with a $500,000 decline in the value of industrial property due to the closing of the PACA facility. Director of Schools Donnie Poston describes his short time as director as a blessed journey, and Poston is asking for the journey to continue for at least another year. At the November school board meeting, Poston requested that his contract be extended for 1 more year. Poston was named Director of Schools in April of 2010 and signed a 3-year deal. The 41-year education veteran hopes the board allows his agreement to run through June of 2014. Poston says he'll serve if he is allowed to serve. It's expected that the proposed contract extension for Poston will be on the agenda for the December meeting. That's coming up on Tuesday, December 11th at 6 o'clock at the courthouse. And after 2 days on the run, Caryville and La Follette police catch up with a wanted man. Officers went to the Tennessee motel at Caryville looking for 28-year-old Donald Joe Ridner, and they found him. According to police reports, when Ridner was ordered to the ground and to place his hands behind his back, he refused. Ridner continued laying on his arms while arguing and cursing officers. He continued yelling and jerking away from police to the point where officers ended up spraying Ridner, at which time he complied. Ridner faces domestic assault, 2 capious bench warrants, possession of a Schedule 6 controlled substance, and resisting arrest. He remains in the county jail this evening on a $6,500 bond. Then on last Sunday, La Follette police officers chased a violator of parole offender across town before taking him into custody. When an officer spotted 27-year-old Jason Bradley Smith of La Follette on South Tennessee Avenue near West Hemlock Street, he told him he was under arrest on a parole violation. During the pat-down, Smith took off on 1 foot and the chase was underway. Smith ran across town and was finally caught, cuffed, and stuffed on Sharp Circle. Smith is housed this evening in the county jail on charges of violation of probation, resisting arrest, and evading arrest. And that's a look at the news for today. Stay tuned for the press release from the Sheriff's Department coming up. And 11 people have been booked into the Campbell County Jail in the past 24 hours. Amanda Nicole Brown, 25, of Hollifield Drive in Jacksboro for violation of probation. 33-year-old David Lee Butler of Jellicoe on 2 counts of a capious bench warrant, driving while revoked or suspended, and that's the 3rd offense. 21-year-old Kermit Lee Comer of West Walden Street, La Follette, for no driver's license in violation of the seatbelt law. Jessica Starr Davis, 22, of South Highway 25W, La Follette, for DUI, violation of the implied consent law, violation of the registration law, and violation of the seatbelt law. 41-year-old Robin A. Ford of Cherry Street, La Follette, public intoxication. Junior Scott Lay, 33, of Jellicoe, for theft of property between $10,000 and $59,000. Mary A. Parrott, 47, of Carwin Road, La Follette, for assault. 29-year-old William Walter Parton of West Hemlock Street, La Follette, for possession of a Schedule 2 controlled substance. Jennifer Lynn Rice, 28, of Jeffers Lane in Speedwell, on a capious bench warrant and theft of property under $500. 24-year-old Cody Edward Trammell of Steep Lane in Jacksboro for DUI and failure to maintain control of a vehicle. And last on our list today, Gregory Scott Wilson, 23, of Eastfield Drive in Clinton, on a capious bench warrant. And that's a look at the news and the press release for this Tuesday. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to join us back here again tomorrow. We'll have the midweek edition of the news for you.
We sing happy birthday to you, and may all your dreams come true.
Happy, happy birthday.
Oh,
This is your birthday song.
Celebration all night long.
Hey, Big Josh with you on this Tuesday evening, and we're looking at birthdays and anniversaries for today, and looking at our birthdays from Saturday. I want to tell you right off the bat, Randy McGlone turned 56 years old, so happy belated birthday to you, Randy. And Juanita Baird had a birthday, is having a birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Juanita. And Haley Carroll turns 10 years old today. I wanted to make sure I got that age right. Haley, happy birthday to you. And we have a belated birthday. Diane Archer celebrated a birthday, and happy belated birthday to Diane. Now, that's a look at our birthdays, and if you're celebrating your birthday today or anniversary, we want you to have a great day. We're not showing any anniversaries today, but now the reason I said that should say this: the only way that you can qualify for our drawing on Friday is if we have your name on our birthday or anniversary list. So make sure you get it in here if you haven't so far, and you could win a birthday dinner for two from WLAF and Eastside Pizza, or a anniversary dinner for two from Eastside Pizza and Deli. So make sure you get that in, will you? All this great fun and activity is brought to you by WLAF and Eastside Pizza and Deli. Good Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow about this time.